Hey ho, we're back. Another beer review. One of those rare things I do once in a while. Got sent a whole load of beer by the Albino Rhino. You probably saw the video if you follow the channel. Unboxing video. Gonna do the first one here. And of course I gravitate right towards the redhead first. It's in my nature. So I'm gonna be doing Amber A. And that is from the Niagara Brewing Company. So it's an amber ale. Sits at 5% alcohol by volume. So your sort of standard amber red kind of smell, kind of thing. It's a Canuck thing, it says. They say amber is a vivacious Canuck with a love for the wild, and this Amber A ale is our tribute to her and her fellow folk from the Great White North. Limit toasted. Don't need to know this shit. Well, I guess it doesn't really give the tasting notes. Toasted grain, North American hops. Okay. So I don't know if they're actually basing this on a real person, or they just made up the character for the thing. I don't know what's going on. But there you go. There's Amber. Alright, she's a very... technically it's amber, but very on the light side. Very murky. Looks very unfiltered. Yeah, so it's more on the golden side of amber than it is a red, so... But it does fit within the... does fit in with the color scale. Sort of a off-white head, just like kind of slightly approaching tan in color. Right to the aroma. Caramel malt kind of thing you're getting there. Very standard. A little bit of grassiness. Smells like there might be a tad bit of citrus in there somewhere in the hops. Hops are really coming out now. Yeah, kind of nondescript citrus. Smells very, very nice. Definitely not red ale. Doesn't have that really big malt punch that like a real red ale would have. So this is definitely, I guess they were smart to label it amber ale on the thing. So cheers, we'll go right to the taste. Okay, I'm going to say something that's going to sound like it's a negative criticism, but it's not. But this is essentially North American nondescript ale 101 is what it is. This is very much all about the sort of nice bit of caramelly kind of malt up front. Slightly citric hop in the background. Drying, almost slightly chalky finish. Not a lot of complexity or anything like that. Not that you would really expect it from an amber ale. Very, more flavorful than some of your, like, macro versions of this stuff, like Moosehead Boundary Ale, or McClay's Ale, or just any one that comes from like a macro that says it's like an amber, like Clancy's Amber Ale, or something like that. You know, anyone that says, oh, Amber Ale this, Amber Ale that, or even Pale Ale, really, because a lot of the Pale Ales from the big macro companies sort of fall into this category. This is essentially a bit of a punched up version of that, so it's the craft brewed version of that, a bit more richness in the flavor, but not really any much more that makes it all that different. Not that it's a bad thing. It's perfectly acceptable, perfectly good. It's probably not something, if I saw it on the shelf, I would ever buy, after having it. But it is nice. And it's certainly better than a lot of the like export ales and stock ales and stuff like that you see around. There's definitely a bit more going on here. It's a little bit heavier in the mouthfeel. But yeah, it's nothing super exciting, but it's nice. It's really nice. Amber A from the Niagara Brewing Company. I'm gonna go 3.25 on this one. It's decent. It's better than average. Definitely a little bit better than average, and it's definitely worth trying at least once to see if you like it or not. I'm just saying personally, I would not pick it up if I saw it again, just because I know there's some better choices out there, similar in style. Or actually, I'd just pick up a straight up fucking red. I'd pick up Boxing Rock Red or Garrison Red or something like that. I mean, if this showed up in the shelves in Nova Scotia, I would just pass it by, personally. But you might like it, so try it. 3.25 out of 5. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Alright, we're back. Doing another beer sent to me by the one and only Albino Rhino, so big thanks to him. And we're going to be doing from the Niagara Brewing College, or company, not college. That's the other one. Unfiltered Beerdevil IPA, and that's quite the label. I like that. Fun fact, kids: God's not real, neither is the devil. But hey, great label. Okay, so it says since 1859, countless thrill seekers have taken the thundering waters of Niagara Falls with devilish style. Taken on the thundering waters of Niagara Falls with devilish style. We've channeled this fearlessness into our Beerdevil IPA, which blends a high hop aroma, I don't need to know that, bold and bracing, like the Daredevils it honors, proving that the risk is definitely worth the reward. Okay. 6.5% alcohol by volume, so basically your standard IPA sort of alcohol in this modern day and age. Okay. Got a little, excuse me there, I was going to get a little piece of debris out of the little fucking can in there. Alright. Yeah. Alright. That should be enough. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, she's very orange in color. Orange, golden orange, something like that around there. A little bit of a hit going on there. I can smell it from here. So she's very potent. Was not lying on the can. The aroma is pretty potent. Let's go right to the aroma here. Mmm. Citrusy hop character going on here. I'd say somewhere in the seems to be a bit of a orange component and a kind of a melon kind of thing going on as well. A little bit of the malt coming up, but not a lot. It's very dominated by the hops. Not a big bracing hop smell that's going to punch you in the face, but it's pretty good. Caramel malts coming through. Reminds me of something, I don't know what it is. Yeah, it smells good. Cheers, great to the taste. It's got a little bit of hot bite going on. Again, not a lot of hop flavor. Like the previous brew I did, the Harbinger. And I've had this sitting out of the fridge for a while. So again, I should be getting pretty much the full-on flavor and aroma coming out. It's kind of a melony hop character to it. The malt is a little bit relaxed, probably very light medium bodied, approaching light bodied on the actual mouthfeel. Kind of dull, actually. Man, I don't know. 3 in a row now that have not been all that exciting. Just not a lot of flavor going on. Tastes like a starter IPA. At least it's masking the alcohol. The 6.5 isn't really there, so that's a good thing. But yeah, mild kind of citrus note. Some melon character in the finish. A little bit of dryness in the finish, a little bit of bitterness. Up front, not much going on. I don't know, man. Not digging Niagara Brewing Company so far. I had their Amber A previously, and it was alright, but it wasn't anything spectacular. This is also just alright. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of boring. Sorry, it just is. I'll give it a 3 out of 5, but I'm not going to go any higher than that. There's just nothing really going on in it. It's passable as an IPA, but it just doesn't have a lot of flavor. If that's what you're looking for, then this might be for you, but for me, when you're going to call your IPA Beerdevil, and you're going to have it unfiltered, and you're going to talk about going over Niagara Falls in a barrel, you should be really showing up to the plate with something really intense and bracing, but they're not. It's just kind of a standard IPA, really. So that's kind of disappointing. 3 out of 5, Beerdevil IPA. Born to be mild, I guess. Thanks to the Rhino for letting me try it, though. Big thanks to him. It's cool to be able to try some different stuff, so always appreciative of that. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again sometime down the road. Bye-bye. Alright, we're back for another beer review. This is another one sent to me by the Albino Rhino, so big thanks to him. And this is one from Niagara Brewing Company, another one of their beers, and this is their Honeymoon Peach Radler. And very pretty can. The alcohol on the front, now it's on the back. where is it? 3.5% alcohol by volume. So, you know, it's within that Radler range. You know, you're definitely getting a lower alcohol beer mixed with some sort of additive, juice or something. See what it says here. Niagara Falls is known as the honeymoon capital of the world, and this Honeymoon Peach Radler is crafted as a tribute to all our newlywed visitors. Within, so they got ginger in it, Niagara peaches. So I assume they got. Okay, did they not have honey in it? What's going on here? So they got ginger and I guess peach juice. I assume some sort of peach juice extract. I mean, it's a Radler, so it should be juice and beer. It's generally the idea. So I don't know. Whoa. Okay. So it's gonna be like that, is it? Holy shit. Look at that, folks. A lot of head on that fucker. Let's just go off of this little sample we have here. So it's definitely a pale sort of straw color, unfiltered. Big frothy white head there. Milkshake-like almost. Alright, let's go right to the aroma. It's going to be interesting because I'm not a big peach fan. I think I've just gotten to the point where I don't throw up smelling peaches anymore. And yeah, it's all peach, man. At least in the aroma. It's not an overpowering peach smell. It smells very natural. It's like walking into a farmer's market where there's some peaches and you walk by them or whatever, and that's the exact same smell, man. Very natural sort of peach smell. So, cheers. We'll go right to the taste. It's not bad. It's definitely not a super sweet peach taste. It's definitely not sweetened or anything like that. It's got a slight hint of sort of a peachy taste there. You're actually getting a lot more of the beer in the actual taste. Kind of a musty taste to it, with peaches sort of on the borders. I'm not sure I'm really getting much ginger. Let's try this again here. There might be a slightest touch of ginger in there, but not really a lot. It just sort of comes out as a kind of a nondescript dryness with the sort of mustiness that's going on there. Honestly, this could stand to be a bit sweeter. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little dull. It's a little dull. I was actually expecting, you know, like a lot of peach flavor, and I'm not really getting it. I'm getting slight peach flavor and then a lot of musty dryness in the background. It doesn't taste terrible or anything, but it's not all that impressive. I think the best thing about it is actually the can art. Very dry in the finish now. Lingering dryness, just like drying out the back of my mouth. Yeah, this could stand to have a bit more peach sweetness going on, really. Can't say I like it all that much. Yeah, I'm just not... I gotta say, I'm not too big on the Niagara Brewing Company so far. Their stuff has just been kind of subpar. I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. I'll give it a pass. I mean, it's drinkable and stuff, but there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on in this beer. It's like a... I would take Stiegl Radler over this any fucking day, man. I mean, Stiegl has flavor. This really does... It's kind of devoid of most flavor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with this one. 2.5 out of 5 for Honeymoon Peach Radler. Thanks to Albino Rhino for sending this my way. It was cool to be able to try it. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Alright, we're back for another beer review. Another beer from Chad McGee, the Albino Rhino, my good friend, and he sent me a whole bunch of great beer. Well, not necessarily great, but he sent me a whole bunch of beer anyway, and I'm very appreciative of that. And there's another one from the Niagara Brewing Company, and this is their premium lager. Let's see what it says on the back here. It sits at 4.5%. Niagara Falls celebrate for its natural beauty and force. Our Niagara Premium Lager has been crafted in honor of its awe-inspiring power. Thirst quenching premium lager offers blah 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 blah. I don't need to know that shit. So let's get right into it. And of course I'm fucking up the pour here because I'm one-handed. Thankfully the head is going away very quickly. Alright, so she's a very clear, pale straw gold color. Typical lager sort of color. Nice foamy head going there. So let's go right to the aroma here, and we'll get the can here so you can see the Niagara Falls. Ooh. It's not... Whoa, it's not the best smell, I gotta say, right off the bat. Grainy, moving into canned vegetables. And I'm not even going to say cream corn at this point, it's more like canned peas or green beans or something along those lines. Doesn't smell good. It really doesn't smell good. Not to me anyway. We'll go right to the taste. Cheers. See what we think. Oh man, that doesn't taste good. Incredibly watery, incredibly light, canned vegetable taste. Not getting any sort of malt graininess at all. That would be so welcome right now. This tastes like watered down green beans. That is exactly what it fucking tastes like. Watered down Avon green beans. Take you know, your standard Avon green beans or whatever brand you buy in the fucking grocery store. Boil them forever and then serve them without any butter or pepper or anything on them to give them some flavor. And essentially that's what you get in this. This is terrible. No fucking carbonation at all. Oh. God damn, that's one of the worst lagers I've ever had. Honestly, it is. It's not good. And I've got this at basically cellar temperature. I imagine if it's like super cold, you might not taste some of this shit, but oh my god, that's terrible. That's almost a drain pour for me, man. It's just so dull and almost flavorless, but the flavor that's there is just not good at all. Yeah, pass this one up, guys. This is terrible. I gotta say, I don't like this brewery. They've got a couple things that are okay, but for the most part, everything they've been doing is just absolutely underwhelming, and this is just outright garbage. This is not good. I'm going to give this a 1 out of 5. It's slightly drinkable, but why the fuck would you want to do it? Yeah, Niagara Premium Lager, fucking avoid it. It's substandard bullshit tourist beer. But thanks to the Albino Rhino for letting me get to try it, so I could sit here and trash it. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.